I concur. No officer is above the law, and any officer in violation of the law will be held accountable.
And so the first person is Diona Clark. Ms. Clark, welcome. I have my issue, so I apologize.
Good evening, President Harding and City Council members. My name is Diona Clark. As you should know, I filed a criminal misconduct complaint against Detective Jake Fulton. He was the detective on my case in 2005, and then was the detective that closed my case in 2017 prior to Representative Bernadine Kennedy Kent intervening. In closing my case in 2017, Detective Jake Fulton fabricated his police records, pretending he had tried many times to call me. I received my Sprint phone records to prove he did not call me on those days. I sent my complaint about Detective Fulton fabricating police records to Public Safety Director Pettis, and he responded via email showing he had directed Chief Jacobs to address my complaint appropriately 4 times. To date, my complaint has not been entered into the IAB system, even though I first filed my complaint against Detective Fulton almost a year ago and many times since then. I think it's dangerous for the community for a police officer to fabricate police records while he is supposed to be investigating a crime and not be held accountable. So I have also filed a complaint against Chief Jacobs for obstructing my criminal complaint against Detective Fulton from being entered into the IAB system for tracking an investigation. The criminal complaint also was not entered into the IAB system. I come before you to say I am a citizen of the state of Ohio and a tax-paying resident of the city of Columbus, and I expect to be treated equally and given due process. Neither my race nor whom I am associated with should matter. Additionally, the existence of these fabricated police records could jeopardize the court case or establish a cause for an appeal based on the Brady Rule. Since the Public Safety Director is the public official over the police, and he did direct Chief Jacobs to handle my complaint appropriately, I would like the City Council to get my question answered as to when my complaint against Detective Fulton and Chief Jacobs is going to be entered into the IAB system for a full and fair investigation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Clark. I'm going to ask, I believe that the next 2 folks are speaking on similarly folks say complaints not entered the system. So before I ask the director to speak, I would ask for Mr. Kirk to come forward as well. Welcome back to council. Just a reminder, 3 minutes, if you would give your name and any organization you represent.
Okay, good evening, council. Good evening, President Hart. My name is Kirk. I live here in the city of Columbus. Okay, what I'm here for today is simple. Okay, we clearly have an issue here where IAB reports have not been entered into the system. It hasn't been done. It's not going to be done. We already know that. You know, but then we've got a police chief that stands here in court, will stand here with around you and basically says that no police officer is above the law. I think that if she wants to make the claim that no police officer is above the law, then she needs to take that responsibility for herself. She knew about this situation, she did nothing. Everybody involved in this situation knew about it, they did nothing. Cut and dry. This needs to be handled, it needs to be taken care of, and it needs to be dealt with now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The final speaker that comes on this issue is Representative Bernadine Kennedy Kent. Representative, welcome back to council. Just a reminder, you would state your name and any organization you represent. Just a reminder, you have 3 minutes. And then we'll have the director respond.
My name is Bernadine Kennedy Kent, and I'm a state representative of the 25th District. I want to say good evening to you, President Hardin, and to City Council members. Around August 28th, the police legal advisor sent me an email stating he had sent 4 additional officers alleged to have committed felony criminal misconduct to the Dayton City Attorney for review. And today I received a letter stating Chief Jacob is now being sent to the Dayton City Attorney for review into her alleged misdemeanor and felony misconduct of covering up the rape and physical assault of children. However, in a September 6th email, City Attorney Klein never mentioned sending a multitude of officers to the Dayton City Attorney. So I'm going to assume our City Attorney did not, in the spur of the moment, authorize 5 additional officers, including Columbus Police Chief, to be sent to the Dayton City Attorney when it took him over a month to select the Dayton Law Director, who under the signed contract only had to review a 74-second video deposition in which the officer had already confessed to his crime under oath in a court of law that he was sending child abuse reports to his junk mail. The 1 page of an IAB database form before you gives us an idea as to what should have been done with these IAB complaints that are criminal on their face. Nowhere on this form does it state that the criminal allegations must be reviewed by the City Attorney's Office, as we were led to believe from the memo before you. The form does, however, show that upon receipt of a police misconduct complaint that is criminal on its face, the complaint is to be investigated by Internal Affairs. And according to the IAB Standard Operating Procedure, if the complaint involves felony allegations, it is usually investigated by another unit in the division. Right now, the public is being misled and misdirected regarding the IAB complaint process. To date, the complaint against Detective Fulton, filed by Diona Clark and others on her behalf for fabricating police records and other felony offenses, has still not been entered into the IAB system for investigation. And as she said, it's been almost a year. What citizens of Columbus are paying for is selective enforcement. And it appears this matter was a selective enforcement is racially and politically motivated. Therefore, with all due respect, since City Attorney Klein had first planned to appoint former U.S. or assistant U.S. attorneys who would have subpoena power, as well as the authority to investigate, bring charges, and prosecute felony offenses, I'm requesting the City Council bring a resolution to the table to retain the services of an independent and qualified special prosecutor, as initially considered when there was only 1 officer in the contractual agreement. These children, all victims, deserve better. They do not deserve to have investigations that are faulty. They do not deserve to have officers that fabricate evidence. They deserve to be treated better. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I actually want to start with the City Attorney's Office. If you, several meetings ago, the City Attorney notified council that he was seeking outside legal support for portions of this case. Is there any update or any information you can share with council or to the public at this time regarding this case?
Thank you, Council President and members of council. My understanding is that the matters have been forwarded on to the City of Dayton Law Director, who we entered into a contract to do the investigation, and that matter, she is looking into it, and we need to allow her to do her work and give her the time to review it.
Are there any questions for the City Attorney's Office from council? Director, could you speak to the IAB process, to the issues that generally that Ms. Clark, Mr. Kirk, and Representative Kennedy Kent spoke about this evening?
President Hardin, members of council, for all of the members of the Division of Police below the rank of the chief, complaints go to the Internal Affairs Bureau, and the chief of police reviews the investigation and makes the first determination as to what would happen. Subsequent to that, depending upon her decision, the outcome and her recommendation comes before me. For the chief of police, I assigned my HR officer, Doug Sarf, who is also an attorney, to work with the city attorney's office, as well as the Internal Affairs Bureau, to oversee each and every complaint that has been filed, and a large number of complaints have been filed, to make sure that not a single one of them is missed, and to determine if there is overlap or duplication. Doug Sarf is in the process of doing that and working with the city attorney's office and the Internal Affairs Bureau to make sure that none of the complaints are missed, that proper procedures are followed, and that we do not compromise the process between criminal allegations and administrative allegations. And then that way, when I hold a hearing, I can maintain my impartiality in making disciplinary decisions concerning the chief and all members of the Division of Police.
All right, thank you, Director. I'll follow up after council with additional questions that I may have on this, but I appreciate your shaking to us this evening. The next person to come before council is Bobby Powell. Bobby, sorry, thank you. The next person, Esther Flores.